Hi, Bo. I enjoyed hearing your thoughts about students and their faith. As I was thinking about students that I've known over the years, I really cannot recall know any students that identified themselves as an atheist. That article was interesting that you were talking about. Rather, most students would check the box. I think they would at least check the box that they do believe in God. But still, many students aren't committed to growing their faith in college, is what I've seen. In fact, it seems that the majority of students, despite being raised with religious upbringing, don't really demonstrate a regular commitment to practicing their faith. It appears that if the seed was planted as a child, then it will typically begin to grow more after college and once an individual maybe gets married and has children. When I was thinking of the many facets of identity, faith development has not really been near the top for most students. This, of course, is only anecdotal evidence based on 19 years of experience at five different institutions, two of which, though, were faith based universities. However, there was a distinct difference between the ethos of the college communities that were faith based and those that were not. One of the schools was Catholic, and the one where I currently am is Methodist University. Both were open and accepting of all students and all religions. Church service and Mass were visible aspects of campus life. This also contributed to campus ministry and those students involved in campus ministry being quite visible. Um, but more importantly, these two universities allowed for open dialogue around matters of faith and serving God by serving others. It wasn't a quality of one's personhood that couldn't or shouldn't be discussed. In fact, we really encouraged that on those types of campuses. Both of these were private institutions, as you would expect, and had spaces for Christian worship. That leads me to agreeing with you about retaining spaces for worship on private campuses that were originally and perhaps still affiliated with a Christian denomination. As you stated, students are free to choose where they attend college, and with that choice comes some particular characteristics of the institution, just as they must comply with certain codes of student conduct, or maybe by the policies of a professor. They must also be willing to accept that the institution may have a bent toward that particular faith tradition. I think that most institutions nowadays, those in higher education, that have historical ties to a faith tradition now embrace religious pluralism and make efforts to accept and value all students' beliefs, even if they really don't believe in God at all. See you, I guess, in about a week. Have a good day.